Hello, this is my 10,000 post video. So I asked you guys to ask me a few questions just to answer in my video. Lube is for the week, aka I'm really sorry, I don't know how to say your name, whether it's Ari or Ari, so I'm really sorry. Yeah, you asked FMK, Colin, Merlin or Cathal. I don't know how to say it. Oh dear, it's Irish, I can't do it. I would probably have to go for F Colin, because, well, he's a real person, so why wouldn't you? Marry Merlin, because he'd be really handy. Like when you're doing the washing up, he could just like magic something and doing the sweeping and all that stuff. Sweeping, I sound like, I don't know, I'm in the Middle Ages. Yeah, so he'd be pretty useful, and he's a lovely guy. How can you not marry him? And I'd have to kill Cathal because, well, he's a druggie, so he was going to die anyway, isn't he? You also asked, quote the beginning of Merlin in an Irish accent. Oh dear God, it's going to be like my worst Irish accent ever. In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of a great kingdom rests on the shoulders of a young boy, his name Merlin. Never, ever, ever make me do an Irish accent again. You also asked, because you're mean, sing You're the Voice. I'll probably just do the first verse. We have the chance to turn the pages over. We can write what we want to write. We gotta make ends meet before we get much older. We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? Oh God, that really knackered my throat. Thanks. And I'm rubbish at singing at high pitches, so that was really croaky and like raspy. Jenna, aka Je suis a loser, asked, what's your favourite episode of Merlin and Doctor Who? And that hadn't been asked before, by the way. Okay, I'll do Merlin first because there's not as many episodes. I don't think I could choose one particular episode. Out of series 3, I'd probably say my favourite episode was The Eye of the Phoenix, because I liked seeing the dynamics between Gwaine and Merlin, because I think they've got an awesome bromance. Not anything sexual, I don't think. They're just like, Gwaine would pretty much do anything for Merlin, which is absolutely adorable, and it's really nice seeing them work together, you know, to help Arthur. Okay, well, you got the two sort of cliched episodes that everybody mentions, which I might as well. The Poison Chalice, which it just shows the lengths that Arthur would go to save Merlin. I mean, they didn't even know each other for that long, and already you could see that even though Arthur doesn't want to admit it, he cares for Merlin a lot more than he's not just any old manservant to him. He's his friend, even though he doesn't want to admit it. Which is lovely to see, and it shows that he would risk his life. Well, first of all, it shows that Merlin would risk his life to save Arthur's, and then it shows that Arthur is prepared to risk his life to save Merlin's, because he offers to drink the poison instead of him, even though he knows it could kill him. And then obviously he goes, you know, through perilous lands to find a little flower thing. I don't know what it was. Mortius flower, I think it was. And the other episode is the Labyrinth of Gedref, obviously, because that's the most heterosexual episode there is, obviously. Again, it shows how much they're willing to die for each other, and that they've got this epic, like, friendship and bromance and romance, personally, but you know. So yeah, I think those three are probably my 3 favourites. Might just do one from each of the Doctors, if that's okay. Sorry, because I'm horribly indecisive. My favourite 9th Doctor episode, I don't know, I liked them all actually. I really liked the first series, and I really liked Eccleston. I know a lot of people don't for some reason, but I loved him. Either Rose or the Doctor Dancers. Now this might sound really horrible, but my favourite Tennant episode, I don't know, because there's so many series that he did, there's sort of a lot to pick from, and he's my favourite Doctor, so obviously it's really hard to pick from. But I know this sort of really sounds horrible, but I'd probably say Doomsday. And then I liked the Fires of Pompeii. The Fires of Pompeii. I liked the Doctor's Daughter. I liked pretty much every single one of my favourite episodes. I'd say is probably in series 4. Series 4? Yeah, the one with Donna Noble. Just because I really liked the dynamic between the Doctor and Donna, the Doctor Donna. I thought they were great together. She sort of didn't stand for anything, and she stood up to the Doctor. She questioned him all the time, which I thought was great. And she's just a bamf, and I love her. And I was really sad that she only, like, there was only one series full of her, but I loved her. I thought she was amazing. And so she made all the episodes in series 4 really, really good. And Journey's End I really liked, because it was just nice, everybody coming together at the end. And and then Rose comes back. Oh my god. Oh, you should have seen my face when they were running to each other. Oh my god. I was just in tears. I was in tears. Yeah, it was really nice. It was sort of a light-hearted end. Well, it wasn't a light-hearted end. It was a really sad end. But yeah, my favourite 11th Doctor episode is probably The Time of Angels, because I love the Weeping Angels as a monster, because I just find them really scary. I didn't like Flesh and Stone that much because you got to see the angels moving, and I think that took away the element of the scariness. The scary bit about it is that they're moving super fast when you're not looking. That's the scary bit. But you know, so Flesh and Stone I didn't like as much, but Time of Angels is probably my favourite 11th episode. Yeah. You also asked Colin Morgan or Bradley James. Now that is a horrible question. I suppose if I had to choose, I would probably say Colin Morgan. I think a lot of people probably would, because he just seems like an utterly sweet guy. I mean, I've met him once. I've been in very close proximity to him another time at Kapow. And he's just, when we met him after our private life, he's just a genuinely lovely guy. Like, he's so humble and stuff, and he's so sweet. Favourite type of candy? Candy, that's so American. Candy. Sorry, won't do that again. I don't know. I'm not really a sweets person. As in, I don't really like chocolate, but I like stuff like sherbet. Sherbet's quite nice. Lemon drops are nice. Those stripy ones. What are they called? They're like black and white stripy. You know what they are. You know what they are. Those things. They taste really nice. I like those. Sort of boiled sweets I like in little wrappers. So yeah, I'm not really a big chocolate fan. Don't really like chocolate that much. I know, blasphemy. See, Ryan, aka Royal Pratt, asked, what is your favourite scent? Currently, because I've got a massive, I don't know if you can see, there's a massive area of green behind my house. So, and they've just cut the grass, and I love that smell, the smell of freshly cut grass. I think that's probably my favourite scent. And I also like the smell of wood burning. Do you have any strange quirks? Strange quirks? I don't know if I do. I can do weird things with my body, as in my my toes, I can click my toes, and going from your big toe to your little toe, they go up in scale, and I tend to do that quite a lot, and it pisses people off, but that's a strange quirk I do. I chew the insides of my cheeks, so if you ever were to feel the insides of my cheek, I don't know why you would be, but you know, and then they're really like sort of gnawed away, and then the skin heals, so it's all smooth again, and then I just bite again, and I draw blood a lot. So yeah. What is fond childhood memory? I think just generally, because I don't have any brothers or sisters, I'm an only child, I still do get on really well with my cousins. Just like spending time with them when I was little, because we all used to get on so well, even though there was this age gap, but they all really loved me because I was a girl, and I loved them. I still do, and yeah, just being sort of around them has always been fond like memories. I've got so many good memories with them. Yeah. What's your favourite Lord of the Rings character? I'll probably have to say Samwise Gamgee. I think without Sam, Frodo would not have, you know, cast the ring into the fire at all. He would have given up, and Sam never gave up on Frodo, and it just shows that there was such a strong friendship between them, and you can't hate him. I mean, if you hate Sam, there's something wrong with you, basically. Even when Frodo was being a total dick to him, he still stood by him and followed him and saved him. Yeah, so I love Sam. Caitlin, aka I Am Sleeping, asked, do you like egg sandwiches? I do not like egg sandwiches at all. I've had them about twice because I had no other option, but I think they're absolutely vile, and usually that's the only option for vegetarians because I'm a vegetarian, so it's either that or cheese, and I usually always go for cheese, so no. I like egg on its own, I like scrambled egg, but egg sandwiches, ugh, they do not do it for me. Are you in love? No, currently I'm not in love. I think I was in love with my ex-boyfriend Tom, but maybe I probably still am because we still talk, but I don't know. I'm too young to know what love is, to be honest. So no, probably is the answer. Another anon asked, well, it didn't even ask, it just says you have really long fingers. I do indeed have long fingers. What's your favourite track from Pirates of the Caribbean? Ooh, anon knows my love for Hans Zimmer. My favourite track is probably going to be Drink Up Me Hearties, Yo Ho. That just, I don't know, it's a song that just gives me tingles, you know, up my spine whenever I listen to it, especially when it just crescendos and you're like, oh, it's just an incredible song. Are you going to any gigs soon? Yes. In July, I'm going to see 4 different bands. I'm seeing Weezer, Death Cab for Cutie, Hertz and Scissor Sisters, because I have a weird eclectic taste in music. And then in September I'm going to see Blonde Redhead, which I'm so stoked about because I've loved them for ages. And November 6th I'm seeing The Blackout again. This can be like my 4th or 5th time seeing them because I just love them. And then in November, these are just the ones that I have booked so far. I'm probably going to go and see more. Dead by April, which I cannot wait for because I love them so much. Sorry. If you could only watch 3 shows for the rest of your life, what would they be? Well, 2 are pretty much already filled up. They'd be Doctor Who and Merlin. The 3rd one would probably have to be Holby City. What are your kinks? Okay. I have a lot of kinks. I have a neck kink. I have a finger kink, like fingers, long, bony fingers. I have a suit kink. And those are all the questions that I received from you lovely, lovely people. I wouldn't have got to 10,000 posts without you guys, because if I didn't have any motivation to make graphics or whatever, then I wouldn't have. And yes, if it's not for you people liking and reblogging, then I wouldn't have got this far. So thank you.